Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Let's put it this way. We all want to say 100% thank you for always, keeping us alive and keeping us going, because we've got some things coming up which we're actually really happy about. And by the way, we have something coming up tomorrow. Yes, it is a special presentation. We just got to get the music. So yeah, as soon as we get the music, then we'll have it on here as a premiere. It's actually pretty good, and not gonna lie, I got a little sneak peek of it. If you go follow on Twitter, Rochelle Royale, she's going to be on the show tomorrow. We posted about it. She posted about us as well. So that'll be on tomorrow, and it's going to be the premiere right here on the show. So we love premiering we love premiering shows with music, even though sometimes on YouTube they kind of ding us, but whatever. So the point is this: we're going to have fun, and we're going to have her. You know what I would love? I would love. And I have a place where we could do it, but I'm not gonna lie, they haven't called me back. So, but they could actually have live performances. I'm like, why don't we, that? But it costs money to do that. So, and people always go, you have money? And I go, no, I don't have money. Like, I'm constantly investing money, and we also posted something that we want your opinion on. Actually posted on Facebook and also on Instagram. We have, a comic, another one. Yeah, I know. Somebody said, well, didn't we vote on that one? And I said, yeah, you voted on the other one. But there's we've been working on like several different, things. So we're still working kind of like on the titles. So I'm like, not ready for that, but let's get it out there. And almost like you guys pretty much, I mean, you can still vote, but everyone's going for the blue one. So, we got Jess over there. Jess, what's going on?
Oh, good morning. Yes, it is a beautiful day today. It is absolutely sunny.
Yeah. Did you see the comic? Did you see like the three that we posted?
I see a lot of things, and I believe I did.
Okay. So let me know which one you like, because there's one which is kind of color hair, which I go, oh, that's gonna be difficult to get again. And then we have one that's bluish, and then we have one that's kind of like kind of normalish. But somebody said something, and I said that's interesting. So we actually like your opinion. I actually wanted to do a caption this thing, but then I go, well, people want like credit or something. I go, well, that couldn't be a bad thing. But yeah. So but then I go, maybe too much. So anyway, but somebody said, well, it depends what she's like. What is it she's about? Then I would say go with, but I think they meant number 3, not number 2. But then with number 2, because again, it's actually the one we want. But we did a little color thing. There's pretty cool stuff out there which actually can help you with color. And so I said, well, why don't we try this? See if they choose the one that we want. And they actually did. It was the weirdest thing. So I was like, yay! So anyway, but the story's coming with it, and there you go. And that's number 1. Number 1. So usually people jump on that. It just depends on the art. So, and we're collaborating with a lot of artists. So, any artists out there, let us know. We'd love to collaborate with you. Really good art. We're getting some great stuff on some of the stories that we're doing. It's just like, okay, does the title fit? And because somebody said it looks like X-Men, right? It looks like an X-Men title, and I said, well, it's not X-Men, but I get that. But and then the artist, somebody, I think is probably going to say something. There's another artist that kind of a little, but not the same. I think his name Ronald Dahl or something like that. Ronald Dahl, I forget. But anyway, long story short, not that guy. So yeah, we hire women on the show, and we have a couple Latin people, so no one can actually say that about because sometimes, did you know that, Jess? Sometimes they go, oh, if you're that, then how come you don't? Did you see the strike happening?
I wait. Is it the actors are going on strike now? I think today or tomorrow, right?
I think it's today. I think it already kind of expired. Or maybe you're right. I don't know. I just saw it came up on the headline. I saw it like yesterday, and I said, "Oh, that's going to be a thing." So I go, "No more shows for a while. No more shows." I mean, the writer's strike's been happening for how long, Jess?
Ooh, I don't know. I want to say at least 2 months. It's been a while, right? Since we've been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means and this is the thing. This is why I say we're good to go. We're good to go. I write, but I'm not part of the union, so I'm actually now. If I was part of the union, that'd be a problem. But I'm not part of the union, so they can't. So it's kind of like, remember the stores? Nobody remembers this. Maybe you do. when they went on strike and like Albertsons, Vons. Do you remember that? And then they said, "Don't go shopping," right? You remember that? And I had friends that actually worked. You know, maybe they were a cashier or the one that bags groceries. Do they even do that still? Some places do. They're really nice about that. But the point is, it's like, okay. There were some people that actually worked because they still hired because they had to. They had to keep going. With the writer strike, no one's going to keep going. And with the actor strike, even worse. Even worse. They say there's a federal mediator or something, and even though that happened, nobody's making sense. They go, yeah, government cannot make sense. How do you think writers and actors are going to make sense? So it's always about money, guys. It wasn't about AI. It wasn't that they threw that in there to make you, oh, it's not that. It's money. It's always money. And then I go, okay, I get it. You guys, because people go, and then people don't have hearts, and I go, you got to have hearts. I get that. It's a union. Unions are set up for the employee, all right. They're never set up for the company, all right. That's what you got to know. So it's called, and you want them because they used to take advantage. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm that guy. I have a problem with SAG though. I don't think SAG actually really. I don't think they're about what they say they are. I really don't. But I'm not part of them, so whatever. Maybe I'm just, that way. But they're good. But here's the thing. In order to get into the SAG, do you know what the requirements are, Jess?
I can come out with something outlandish, but no, I do not.
It's simple. You got to have money. So you get what they call a qualifying, right? You get qualified. This is where a lot of actors, they go, ooh, I can't wait, right? I can't wait to be SAG. It's really just the name. But then I go, no. Somebody said this. They said, why aren't you that? I go, well, technically, I don't know if we qualify. But you got to have like 3, maybe they changed, I don't know. But at the time that I knew, you had to get 3, I don't know what they call it, but it was like if you had a speaking role, you qualify for, but if you get just 1, it doesn't work. But then you got to apply. It's like a couple $1,000s, maybe even $3,000. I think it went up from the time that I knew it. So you got to apply with money. So they already get that. Where does that go? That's like application fee, right? So you got to pay. So your money that you probably got paid on that SAG, and it could be like maybe a line, but it has to be a SAG, program or show or whatever you want to call it. It has to be SAG, okay? It cannot be an independent. They're like, no, we don't want to be a part of that because there's certain rules which you actually want if you want to make money. But I say this to people that want to work. Every single actor right now is looking for a job, Jess. Every single one. Ooh, we should ask them to be on this show, but not talk about that, because we don't have writers on the show. It's us, right? Jess is a writer, but he's not part of the union. Now, if he was part of the union, he says, oh, we write for the show, then we would have a problem. That's why all the shows, including man, they're going to do rerun after rerun after we should take a vacation, Jess. What do you think? We should say we're part of that.
That would be hilarious,
right?
But...
We because people are going to ask, how come you're still? I go, because we're not writers. We write. Just has a story, I guarantee it. But and someone said over the weekend, shout out to Tommy Puig, a good friend since I've known him since he was a kid, to be honest. And he 100% was like, hey, how's the story coming? And I said, hey, don't you have a story? He goes, yes. And so we got it kind of out of him. It's still have to work on it. But I think we could probably help them out. So the team's really good, and they're really good about and the reason I say that, people go, well, why are you kind of like promoting that? I go, well, because you can do it. You just need to have some people that kind of go and if they're not part of the union, even better. Take advantage of that. Take advantage, because there's a lot of people that do take advantage, kind of like, right, we still have supermarkets, right? Think about after the fact of the strike. Now, did it hurt the people that were technically striking? Yes and no, because they eventually came to an agreement. But sometimes, you go, well, who's in charge? Usually the people that represent the supermarket, okay? So there's always a person in the middle. That person in the middle isn't always about, hey, let's get it together so we can, it's about, no, we want to be, what it's all about bargaining, they say, right? So then they go a little like sense, because basically they're told by corporate, guys, this is making us look bad, or come on, we got to get back to work. Come on, we're all right about that. No, it's about the principle. They get that way. They get very principle all of a sudden. But you go, are you making money? And they go, well, yes. You go, well, do you want to make less money? No. Okay, we'll make an agreement, right? That's all it is. The media, like, if you got into the room with the mediation team and you broadcast it, I guarantee you're going to have an opinion. But then they should do what happened over with the teachers. Did you see that, Jess? Remember the teachers? The teachers were like, did you see it? Like, they walked out. They're like, oh, you're about that. Wow, wow, wow. Do you remember that? And the parents are all upset and everything. And they were up on their, like, little, like, as though they're judges. And now they're all getting reamed. Now they have to do a certain amount of, like, did you see that, Jess? They have to do, I didn't read it. But now they have to do, kind of like when it comes, okay, remember Starbucks? They had a problem. And then they have to, the corporate, now they're doing that because they're like, they weren't smart about it. Do you remember that, Jess?
I remember. Pretty soon we're gonna be like, if you ever complain, you're just gonna get replaced with a robot.
Yeah, that too. But now they have to do like it's called HRO. You now you're discriminating against. So you did the wrong, right? So that's why they're like, oh, and you're like, seriously, Starbucks got sued. There's a lot of people when it comes to sue right now that people are getting. Sue's going to be a title guarantee. Anyway, so sue. That's all I'm going to say, sue. If they come at you, Florida. I said it. And I've told people you got to move. It's. Did you see the latest in Florida, Jess?
I read a lot about Florida, but depends on what you're talking about. Is it the weather?
It has to do with the weather, but it's really, they're not going to say it's the weather, but it is, Jess, it is.
Yeah, I figured that. It's been getting warm apparently along the East Coast, so it's been really, really, really humid apparently.
Yeah, it's all okay. And I said it this year, last year, and the year before, okay? Which is the worst? Honestly, 2021. Technically, okay, 2021 was the worst. 2022 really bad, and 2023 bad. Okay, maybe it was 2022. Anyway, one of them was really bad. I think it was last year. Not. I forget. I keep thinking we're in 2020. Whatever. So it's 2023, right? So it's getting to be bad. But 2022 it really hit a huge thing. Okay, now, and I said this. I said you gotta move. Here's the headline, and people are gonna go, well, yeah, but if you have friends in Florida, you got to be careful. Here it is. Home insurers, this is the headline. Home insurers are increasingly pulling out of Florida. Why? Here it is. And this is on Instagram, actually. I follow them on Instagram, okay? It says, Farmers Insurance will stop offering policies in Florida, including home, auto, and other type of policies, in a change that will force thousands of people to change their insurance provider. Here's what I say, though. They're actually getting ahead of it in a way, but other ones are going to say, oh, shoot, because they got to pay. There are so many homes destroyed by some really big, like the major. They're not paying. That's why ABC, Lester Holt, went there, right? They didn't really say it, but they said, well, what's going to happen? They go, oh, we're going to get paid. They're not going to get paid. If you think of all the money that insurance providers provide, usually that's good, but if they have too many destroyed homes or too many, like everywhere where there's like lots of destruction, then you're going to have a problem long term when it comes to the money, how they get it out from all the deposits that you make all the time. If you're monthly, Jess, you ever shop for a house?
I look for houses, but just look.
But you don't do the math on how much insurance is going to take, right? In case there was like maybe, here we have, okay, the tornadoes that landed, right? You wouldn't have tornado insurance because you're like, when does a tornado ever happen, right?
Pretty much. Yeah. That and like volcano insurance and all that weird stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But you have what they call, that's a good point, by the way, Jess, that's a good point, volcano, because there are volcanoes that actually have erupted and have created problems. But then they go under and you never find them. Anyway, that's the point, okay? So you may have, in a way, right, maybe fire insurance, maybe water, but you're like, there's no floods that happen. Yeah, but you never know. And depending on the home, depending where it's at, they go, you're at risk on this. So how much do you pay on that? Nobody gets, but you go, okay. It's kind of like a vehicle. And I said this to somebody. I said, it's very simple. If you got a vehicle and you had insurance right away, which is, what you would do, right, Jess? And it crashed like days later, maybe a week later, you would have the money to cover it, right?
I would hope so.
Yeah, of course, right? But what if everybody had an accident that day or that month? Would the insurance companies pay it? Where would they get the money from?
I have no idea.
And then you forget about the ones where they invest it. They don't hold on to that money. They invest it. So there's so many, like, you get it? They invest the money. Oh, did you see Bank of America? They have to pay out because they charge too much. I told you. I told you. I told you. I said there's a problem with the banking, and they're all problems. Anyway, so there you go. So that's what I'm going to say. There's the answer, and we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I'm getting flagged, and there you go. All right, so we'll be right back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
For all you truck and RV enthusiasts, Truckworks right here in Banning is your one-stop shop for the best diesel performance and overall truck and RV needs. Whether you're towing, racing, off-road, or just cruising around town, Truckworks specializes in truck and RV service, maintenance, repair, and performance upgrades for every light and medium-duty truck manufacturer. Bring it down to Terry and the guys at Truckworks. Call 951-922-4776 or visit their website at mydieseldown.com today.
Join Yvette Walker every Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. on KMET ABC News Radio, 1490 AM, FM 98.1, and Internet KMET TV for the Southern California Business Report. The show is dedicated to highlighting successful businesses and the individuals behind them. Yvette interviews the incredible people managing these enterprises that range from awe-inspiring sole proprietors to world-renowned organizations. The Southern California Business Report, Tuesdays at 4 o'clock p.m.
After the game, after school, after work, Applebee's is where you want to be to enjoy their bold, savory grilled steaks, salmon, or chicken. Applebee's is located where Beaumont meets Banning, just off 6th Street near Highland Springs Avenue. Applebee's started with the same philosophy they follow today. Focus on serving good food to good people in a neighborhood-style setting. Applebee's also offers car-side to go when you order online. Applebee's in Beaumont, serving the Pass area. So fresh, so fast, make it Applebee's tonight.
The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff and spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We should meet at that. I've been to that Holiday Inn. Really like it. They have a really good conference. We did like a social media thing. This was before we got Jess. We brought Jess on. And actually, Sean remembers that because that's actually when I met Sean. Sean Nickerson, love him. He's part of the crew here at the station. So great guy. Anyway, but there you go. And then we can go to Applebee's, right? I don't know. Maybe we go before or after. No, we go out. Well, I don't know. Meet there. Go to Apple. Anyway, we got Bill Norby. Bill, what's going on?
Good morning, Aaron, Jesse, and all the KMET listeners. Yes, this is the last time I'll be able to mention this because the next time I talk to you, this offer will have expired. You have 6 days to get yourself an Indiana Jones ticket through Fandango. If you order $35, you get one ticket. $70, you get 2 tickets. That's pre-tax and not including alcohol because we're in California. And I'll do a little advertising for other Applebee's because it's not just my Applebee's. Any Applebee's is doing this in the country. And, you know, in other states, they might even include alcohol. I'm not sure. But California, we can't include alcohol.
No, I get that. It's already a good special. Jess, you saw the movie. Can you give it like, you know, maybe like a little something that'll get Applebee's going with that?
Yes. I actually saw the movie on the weekend. So it is. I think it's worth watching. I loved it. So if you can get your stomach filled and get a free ticket to see the movie, you should go to Applebee's and get it done.
Absolutely. I haven't seen it yet, but I am looking forward to it.
it's a good film. I enjoyed it so much. It's good to see Harrison Ford on the big screen.
Yeah, especially if you're of a certain age where you remember the first ones. It was they were blockbusters, and I'm sure this one's going to be very good too.
All right, so okay, and I don't know if anyone has appreciation for you, Bill, but I think they should. And so if I went down there and I said, hey, I'll treat you to lunch, would you let me? That's number one, Bill.
Treat me to lunch? Well, I mean, I guess I'd let you, but there's really no need for that because I eat pretty much every day for free here at Applebee's.
No, I was gonna, because I'd be like, okay, you want to go to the show? Because we need to have you see the show, man. Anyway, there's nothing. We always promote stuff. I was at an event this week, not gonna lie, and it would have been great to have some Applebee's, but you know, it was like a potluck type thing. But they have specials for that. They have specials. Just bring your own, basically, or have a delivery. I saw someone at a hotel get delivery of pizza, and I was like, that's a thing, huh? And I anyway, so you could technically do that, right? So even though we have, like, the other place, which is just down the street from you, which actually is really good, they can order just, and you have a service. What's the service that they have to go through?
Are you talking about the third party? Is the DoorDash, the Uber Eats, the Grubhub? These are all third party. I think that's Postmates. Those are the four that we deal with here at Applebee's. And you can go to their apps and order stuff for Applebee's. You can also, if you order online and you ask for delivery, you're going to be getting DoorDash because that's the agreement that we have. And so we don't actually deliver, but if you do order online and ask for delivery, the guests sometimes think we're actually delivering. It's actually DoorDash that's taking care of that.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this. You guys really need to partner with down the street. Like, just get your information out because, I don't think, do they? I think they have a little, like, thing at the bottom, but not really. Anyway, but they used to do, right, where they have, like, a little, like, maybe, but they're expensive. Like, you stay at a hotel, right? Not the motels, but technically you could do it at a motel. Think about it. You just have them deliver it. That's probably less than it is. When's the last time you stayed at a hotel, Bill?
It's been since I was in North Dakota for my GM conference, I think about a year ago.
Okay. There, I don't know if you, like, saw the menu, but you're like, how much for that? And it's called convenience. But I say, forget that. Just have Applebee's deliver, right?
Absolutely. It is cheaper than if you use the third-party apps, yes.
Yeah, so there you go. And just get, and then tip. Definitely tip. Because, the person, I mean, you may not see them again, but I'm just saying. If I travel, I don't know if I am anytime soon, but if I travel, that's what I'm going to do. So Applebee's where it's at. All right, I know we're out of time with you, Bill, and I know you got other things to do, but before we let you go, what is it that someone can order, like, maybe for, let's see, there's also the other movie. Are we allowed to say? Maybe not. Okay, there's another movie with Tom Cruise. Not going to lie. Love it. Want to see it. I would say, go see Indy before it's, like, not here, but and then go to Applebee's, or go to Applebee's, then go see a movie, and then maybe, do something else. But anyway, Bill, what do you have for people out there that, maybe if they come in and they go, okay, I got to leave real quick, what's a quick, because there's something, right? I mean, it's really sit down, so I say do biz, but people are not doing biz right now because no one's calling me back, seriously.
Yeah, so the two for menu is not really a real quick thing because you got an appetizer involved there. So maybe you want to, if you're really in a big rush, you just tell your server, and you probably keep it to salads, things that we don't necessarily have to cook. But we do have a nice salad menu, and a strawberry balsamic chicken salad, crispy chicken tender salad, oriental chicken salad. Although that does have fried chicken, which takes 7 minutes to cook. But so any of the salads that don't have a protein that we have to necessarily cook, those are going to be very quick out of the kitchen. But main thing, just tell your server, hey, we're in a rush, we're trying to make a movie, and we're going to do our very best to get you in and out, no matter what.
Love it. We're actually making movies, so I'm glad you put the little. No, I get your movie reference, but that's the point. Yeah, tell them, let them know, they'll take care of you, and because others are like, we can wait, whatever, and there you go. And the cooks are really good, by the way, really good. So there you go. Or just order it ahead of time, have it ready to go, and then take it with you to the movies, and then eat it in the vehicle, have like a drive-in thing. Because I don't think they let you take it in. They should, but whatever. Okay, so there you go. All right, Bill, thank you very much for spending time with us. Anything that we need to know about the week coming, like, sports?
Yeah, well, we get back to the second half of the baseball season here starting tomorrow. Angels are going to be at home. In fact, I'm going to be taking my daughter to that game. And the Houston Astros, kind of a make-or-break series for us because we did not close out the first half very well. And so we are a game below 500 at this point. But Angels need to do well in this series against the Houston Astros, who are ahead of them in the standings. So we're looking for 2 out of 3, if not all 3.
Even better. All right. Well, you know what? Can't wait. I know. Again, we used to get Angel tickets. I don't know why we don't. We need to get back on that, right? I'll talk to the people in charge. Okay.
All righty.
All right. Make it a great day, whatever you do. And remember, Applebee's, Beaumont, and Banning. How do they get there?
We're down here at 1585 East 6th Street. That's at the Highland Springs exit of the 10 freeway where Banning and Beaumont come together.
There you go. There it is. All right, Bill. Thank you for making it. And if you see Bill, just let him know. Again, the specials don't really apply, but get them while they're there. And then, just mention, just say, I know we don't qualify for, KMET, but, just here because of that, because there you go. All right. Thank you, Bill.
All right. See you down at Applebee's.
All right. We got a lot coming up right after this. Stay tuned.
KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Here's to your health with Joshua Lane. Ideas you can use to be healthy and stay healthy. The current thinking about beauty, fitness, and longevity. Every Tuesday and Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Wellness talk you can use. Here's to your health with Joshua Lane on KMET, naturally.
Jitters Coffee, a coffee shop that gives a double shot of quality. We offer top shelf coffee at a great price. Brewed hot or cold, you won't find a better cup of joe. Not a coffee connoisseur? Then try our Red Bull infusions to energize your day. We also have delicious pastries and sweets, baked in-house or flown in from the best bakeries in the country. Jitters Coffee. Come on in and enjoy your jitters.
Check out our newest location located in downtown Banning at the corner of Ramsey and San Gorgonio.
Tried shipping a package lately? It's amazing how difficult and time-consuming it can be. Packing, envelopes, boxes, second-day ground, next-day air, it's all enough to give you a headache. Next time, do yourself a favor, go with the pros at the UPS store in Beaumont. They'll pack it right and let you know all your shipping options. You can also take care of everyday tasks like copies, faxing, notary services, and live scan fingerprinting. And while you're there, pay your Edison, gas company, and Verizon bills. Open extended hours Monday through Saturday. The UPS store in Beaumont, located in the Oak Valley Plaza at 1440 Beaumont Avenue. Call 951-769-5956. That's 951-769-5956. Online at the upsstorelocal.com/5027 or Google 5027.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM, and we got a lot of things going on, and Applebee's is where it's at. You got to go check out. They got great specials. You can go in person. You can actually have fun, and you can actually. I know, Jess, you have like something you order all the time, right?
Oh yeah, I always go for the whiskey bacon burger.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a good one then. Do you do a side?
I do not, cause well, other than fries, like I went to a restaurant sometime last week, and I don't know how people eat through a dessert, cause I finished my salad and I don't even feel like eating my main meal. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so full.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, and then they have some great. Look, sometimes some of the prizes you're like, whoa, because I want to order like an appetizer. I want to order like whatever they have, and then I'm like, ooh, and then I look at the bill, I go, oh my god. So sometimes I like going by myself, and if I go by myself, then I'll maybe I'll, but I just don't do it. I take like and I've done it way in the past. I remember an IHOP that I went to. I'm like, I wrote something down, and somebody said, "Are you writing?" I go, "Yeah, actually, yeah." So, but if you're like writing something or you're doing art, I always am like, "Oh, I'm going to be inspired," and then I get kind of like lost with like, I did. I will say this. I once went. I don't want to say it because we don't want to put it in the same thing. But I ordered a drink and I ordered a burger, and I did magic. I was doing like by the way, Jess, question. Magic the Gathering. I saw it go real big on one of those big news stations, but I have a feeling I could be wrong. The guy didn't have any idea what he was talking about. Have you seen it in the headlines?
I have not seen it in the headlines. Is it about the One Ring?
Yeah, yeah. The guy was like, I don't even know what this is. So I don't know if there's any information about that, but so good job. You know what it is. I don't think they know what it is. They're just like, it's kind of, Yeah, I don't. Do they think it's like Pokemon? Because I'm pretty sure Pokemon is gonna be a thing. What do you think, Jess?
No, no, I'm pretty sure people, yeah, they're just like, oh, it's some silly card game. But
Yeah,
yeah, no, card game's been around for almost 30 years now?
yeah, but well, exactly, exactly. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Now here's what I think. I think people that watch that or that watch maybe like because it actually came on my phone. Not gonna lie, but and I don't watch the program at all. But if it came up, people would be like, "Wait a minute!" So it really got the information out there because there's a lot of players that used to play, but they don't play anymore, right? And so when I went and had the burger, there's someone that says, "You play?" I go, "Oh yeah, actually yeah I do." And I'm like, "Oh man, I'm that person." But he's like, "Oh, I used to play." I go, "You kidding me?" So anyway, and then at another, I forgot where I was doing. I was testing something, right? And then so there was someone else, and it was a lady. She goes, "I used to play," and that was at another restaurant. And I said, "Really?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, there's a place right down the street." She goes, "Huh?" And she's got a guy, right? She's got a husband, I think. And she goes, "Huh?" I said, "Yeah, you should take him. You should take him. It'd be fun, right?" And that was, I think, in the city of Monrovia, right? So and the other one was in Long Beach, to be honest. So all over the place. So I'm like, yeah, they have that. So I wonder if it's gonna get maybe a little like, wait a minute, I didn't know that, right? Because people go like they're gonna look at the cards, they're gonna go, or it got buried because they go Lord of the Rings. What's that? So I think it's another thing, not Magic. It's a collaboration. So Magic and I've been talking about it, but guaranteed the guy's making money, right? I don't know if he's gonna make the money he wants, but did you have do you have any information on that, Jess?
No, I do not. Not much is known other than if you want to buy that card or even try to buy that card, you'd have to go through his lawyer first.
Yeah, and you gotta have like way money, right? So whoever's in Spain, it's a shop, right?
Yes, it's a card store in Spain.
Yeah, they have a lot of money. Who knew, right? So there you go. So that's the answer. Magic. I think some will go, huh? Others go, wait a minute, and then someone just cash in. They'll go, you know what? What can I get for this? Because they need money. They need money. So go back to your like, and I've seen it where you put them like some put up like they organize it really like I don't know if you do that, Jess. Mine are all over the place. Not gonna lie, but those cards go for a lot, especially the old ones, right? Some of them are outlawed, so I would check that before you go and buy them. But then the guys that have it go, don't tell anyone, because But even like just go for like the rares, sell that, maybe the uncommon, some of them, but it's really the rares. Look at your rares, see what you have, say, hey, how much do you get? How much will you give me for this? And you go, whoa, that's a lot. They go, yeah. Do you want pack? Do you want store credit, or do you want And then people get a little like kind of like with, oh, did you see that? Another player won big when it came to the I still have a question on that. Right? Like you spend a little, you get a lot. I don't know. I have yet to meet one that actually. Somebody said that they actually won one, and he said it was like $100,000 or so, and I'm like, whoa, he disappeared. I was like, because we were doing biz, and I'm like, maybe, and no, he disappeared. It wasn't millions. It was only. Anyway, any information on that, Jess?
From which one?
Somebody big winner here in like LA or something.
No, not really. But these Magic the Gathering tournaments, they hold them like a couple times every year, and if you can get first place, they can rake in some big money. I used to watch those tournaments on ESPN3.
Wait, hold up. You completely went like in another direction. Okay, what tournaments? What money? What?
No, like, have you ever Magic the Gathering tournaments, like their official tournaments? Have you ever seen those?
Oh, yes, we broadcast that. It was like $20,000 to the big guy, right? And they did it virtually. They do it virtually. And then they tie in, and then they broadcast it. It was on Twitch. The guys actually did a little broadcast of that. They have more coming, I'm sure. But and I said it. I said, hey, by the way, but you get it on Arena. You do a qualifier, and then on Arena, right? That's why I say download it, and you could, if you're really good, and these guys they're cutthroat, man. But if you're really good, boom, and they play so many. They're in the thousands. They do the math. They go, okay, how many do you win? How many do you lose? They take that, boom, right? And there's a guy that plays usually with cards. He goes to the. Isn't there one coming up like in the area, Jess?
In this area?
Yeah, well, no, not our area. Like, that's Philadelphia, I think. Are they doing Philadelphia, or is it Las Vegas again? Which one is it?
It's probably Las Vegas. A lot of the conventions and tournaments are over there.
Yeah, but how much can you make, Jess?
In a tournament?
Yeah.
Depending on which one. Some go for 20,000 or more. I think they're having a Pokemon one in Japan soon.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's either that or it's somewhere in North America. I can't remember, but I believe that one is going for. I think the winner is 26,000.
Wow. Yeah, you got to read. You got to read because it says like the big, and I was like, whoa, $100,000. But they break it up among the winners. Now here's the good thing: if you get invited, you get a minimum. The minimum is $1,500. I was like, okay, so you don't get 100,000, but still for a game. That's when you say, "Ma, pa," I'm check it out. I'm pretty good, But and they go, well, you're not gonna win the money. You go, so what? It doesn't matter, right? Because the cards are still worth money. But you gotta sell them. You guys gotta. And some people are really good about that. They go, no, I need more cards for that. Or you get the money. Get the money. Show your parent, and then they'll say, you know what? Do it again. And then maybe if you get them, although they're getting kind of boring, huh? I've seen parents. They get boring. They get kind of mean. I don't know if you've seen that. Parents are getting mean to the kids. I go, dude, like, seriously. So, yeah. I once had a thought. Could I adopt? The answer is no. I could never adopt myself. But if I had, like I probably could with someone else. And I said this to someone. It was an ex of mine, not going to lie. I said, you could adopt, right? I probably shouldn't have said that because she really wanted a kid. But, she was my ex. So I'm like, but you could adopt, Because it was that time where it was like, oh, did you see that? That's in the news, Jess. So the FDA approves the first over-the-counter birth control pill. What do you think?
Oh, okay, that's good. I'd rather have that than a bunch of young children dumping their newborn babies in trash cans. So yeah, heck yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you look in the news, you'll see, people.
Oh, people! I thought you said newborns like actually dumping stuff around you. Okay, right. When people put the kids into trash cans is what you mean.
Yes. I see too many stories of young kids. Like the one girl, I think she ended up dumping her child newborn inside a trash can in a hospital.
Yeah.
It was tragic, and it was just like, I wish these things were just more readily available.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Right. I get that. And so that's the thing. So FDA, well, you know what? I here's the thing, and I'm not gonna lie. I had some conversations with people. I go, I don't think you get it. Okay. So here's the thing. Okay, it is not because there's the do they outlaw that? I don't know. It's all over the place when it comes to right because I know it's a big word. I don't know if we want to go there, but the point is this. It's birth control, but it's not 100%. You need to remember that, okay? And because it's birth control, it's supposed to be, and sometimes people forget. They go, I thought you were on the pill. Yeah, but okay, so you got to keep it consistent. If you don't keep it consistent, hey, baby time, right? So that's the thing. Don't get it confused with what they call the other pill. I'm not even going to call it because people are really upset about that. But the other pill is usually after you had that moment, and then you're like, nope, pretty sure it works, and But people say that's the word that some people go, no, you have a right, and then other people go, you don't have a right. And so I go, oh, I think we're going to get a little confused because people, they don't make sense anymore. And I spent one time, like probably a good hour to hour and a half, where it was like I was trying to make sense to someone. It was very simple. It was such a simple thing. But some people are not getting it. I go, what's happening there, right? But you take time, and then you think they get it. Then you ask them a question, and they don't get it. You're like, oh, at least you get it, Jess. That's my point. But if you ever have someone that they don't know something very simple, like just say, what's 1 + 1? And when they come out with a number that's weird, and then they make a joke of it, I've had that happen. I go, just say 1 + 1 is 2. Okay, 1 + 1 is 2, right? So what's 1 + 1, Jess?
I'm going to say 2, but you know what? I've seen some people argue that it's not 2.
Yeah. And I go, but that does something with your mind. Some people, because then I go, what's I had one person walk away in the middle because they didn't. I'm like, no, but you forget, because they were like, no, tax. I go, yeah, but tax is the thing, but you got to account for it now. And they were backwards on the math. They were like 80%. And I go, no. And then they got upset and they walked away. What happened, right? And then, so anyway, and it was a very simple thing, but I'm like, well, you guys, it's simple. But now I get it, because I've had people literally get upset at me when I go, what's 1 + 1? They go, why do I have to say? I go, well, seriously, what's 1 + 1? They go, whatever. And so you got to be careful of that. So, but I told you, it's a test. Ask people, and they'll say, a different number, but always just, there's something about, I don't know what it is, but it helps your mind go, okay, got it. So if you ask someone that and they get like upset, they may have like, it's a test that I know at some point they're going to include with Alzheimer's people, because they're going to say, what's 1 + 1? They go 80, or 8. And you go, no, seriously, what's 1? No, I don't want to say anymore. And they do that. You go, what's going on there? That's a moment. That's a moment. Alzheimer's. Oh, they have a pill for that. Did you see that, Jess?
What do you mean? To help reduce, or the Alzheimer's thing?
Are you having Alzheimer's? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I do that to people. Just mess up with it. Okay, so Alzheimer's, yes, there's a pill for it. So evidently pills are going next level. What do you think, Jess?
I'm all for it, because I've just heard horror stories of people with Alzheimer's, and it's just like your loved one slowly forgetting you, and it's hard on the heart.
It is. So evidently, and they're saying it. So I don't know which is, but if you have look, there's hope for people that have Alzheimer's, but I say don't go that way. There's exercises that you can, I should probably write a book on it, because I talked to a researcher, and he said this actually works. It's really interesting, because the story is exactly that. It may be a little sad story, but it actually helps your mind. There's something about the rhyme. He goes, yep, you tapped into it. I go, awesome. So I know, such a way to plug, right? But anyway, it's like Dr. Seuss, but you can actually have an Alzheimer patient read it, and he'll go, whoa. And like in a weird way. It's really weird. But anyway, so that's, Barnes & Noble, there you go. We should promote that. Anyway, we may, but that's the answer. So it just, it unwinds, people start laughing. They don't know why they're laughing. I go, weird, right? But yeah, and they got to read it. They got to read it from beginning to end, but like aloud with their lips. It's a read aloud series. But they go, and then at the end they're very like, because it's kind of sad. Not gonna lie, I gotta change the ending, seriously, because it's a sad ending. Not gonna lie. So you go, why would I want to read it? Because it's a story that you need to read. It's for, well, I'll say it, people everywhere, but really mothers, you're gonna love it, because your kid's gonna go, I love you so much, mama. So there you go. Yeah. So whatever they say. Usually it's mama or mommy or mother, but it's usually, what do you call your mother, Jess?
Mom.
Mom? Yeah. Does she like that? Does she like ever say, call me mother, or call me mommy? Does she ever do that to you, Jess?
No, that would be weird.
That would be weird. So if she does that, that's weird. So just hold on to that.
I do like to annoy her. Like, there was a scene from Family Guy where Stewie just says mom repeatedly until she cracks. So, like, sometimes when my mom's doing something, I'll be like, mom, mama, mummy, mom, mama, mom, mom.
Oh, that's so cute. You say, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, I love you, mommy." That's what you should say.
She turns her head and she's like, "What?" Like,
Yeah.
You nothing.
Yeah. That's a story, by the way. The butterfly story is about mommy. So I love you, mommy. Mommy, mommy, mommy. I love you, mommy. And it's take out the heart, put it, But usually I have heart at the end of it. So there you go. All right, people, we're gonna take a little break. We'll be right back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Your pharmacy and mobility solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD. Wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8252.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state? Did you miss sending out a prior year tax return? The IRS is out to collect now more than ever, and they'll use any means necessary. They legally can and will garnish your wages, take your money, and even seize your property. If you're behind on your taxes, call the Tax Relief Hotline right now at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000. You can legally get your tax debt under control, and in many cases, get the breathing room you need. Garnished wages, property seizures, bank levies can stop immediately, but you have to call. Many of our specialists are IRS enrolled agents. They know the system and how to make it work for you. Don't wait for the IRS to come down on you. Act now so you can get your tax debt under control. Call their Riverside office today for free info at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000.
All aspects of divorce are up for discussion on Divorcing Your Mortgage, Fridays at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Time. Divorcing Your Mortgage with your host Mark Gertz will emphasize finances in real estate. Mark is a certified divorce lending professional and along with guest experts will cover the entire spectrum of divorce in America. What you don't know can hurt you. Find out what you need to know every Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. Help find solutions to your financial uncoupling on Divorcing Your Mortgage.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the #1 choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience, handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers, with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Everybody loves to hear what Grandpa has to say because Grandpa speaks with wisdom. Here on KMET, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Be sure to listen.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET, 1490 AM. Big shout out to those tuning in. Stephanie, thank you. We appreciate you. Always very regular. We appreciate you. She says there is a movie. This is one I want to see. We've been talking about this. It's about advocacy for children because there are people that do really bad things. You probably saw it, right, Jess?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, it's okay. It's called The Sound of Freedom. Have you seen maybe like right? It's the guy who played Jesus. I don't know if people remember that, but that's why he's all about, hey, if we're supposed, he used the people hate that word good, but it's called if we are strong of what we say we are, why are we letting the demons of the world, So I go, I know some people. They rescue people like that. And they go in where others will go, no, we're not, and they go in and they rescue. I've met some. Maybe I should contact it. Be like, yo, we went through a really weird thing. I thought they could be together forever. And no, really good story about how they met. Not a good story about how they went south. So there you go. But anyway, right? That's what it's about. It's really about the demons of the world. But it's called If We Have Angel Support. Do we have angel support? I say some do. some do. That's what it is. So Steph says this. Let's see. She says there's a movie you should check out called Sounds of Freedom. They had good camera shots and excellent editing, but it's a really good story. But it's the guy who played Jesus. So Mel Gibson weighs in. Everybody weighs in because it's called Faith. I go, well, some people are about that, some are not, whatever. But I'm about angel, right? But people hate it when you say demon. But I say that's what it's about. That's what you're saying. So there you go. So yeah, out in theaters. Patricia Sommer says appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know why people always say that. And have you ever seen it like in a conversation where they say almost like they're done talking to you? Go, no, I'm not done. And you kind of feel like a weird one in the room. They go, all right, AI's been doing that. I don't know if you've seen it, but AI, Lewis says bye at the end, and you're like, no, I wasn't done. So yeah, chatbot, go check it out. Really interesting. And someone said you can actually. They said you probably read something. If it's online, you probably read something that technically AI wrote. But they go, there's ways you can determine if it wrote it. I go, yeah, if it's simple. That's basically chatbot. All right, let's see. So we appreciate you, Patricia. Thank you for saying. She says, love you guys chatting. Hope you have a beautiful day. Thank God she didn't go away. Because I go, why? Because some people, they check in, they say hi, and then they leave. I'm like, no, don't do that. All right, we're almost out of time. Good job. My mom's very smart. She says, yep, the water is, I wonder what, our woman who's on the Emerald, right? Her yacht. She goes, it's a humble yacht. Anyway, not good in Florida. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see. Oh, and Patricia says, preventing unwanted pregnancy, we need to advocate for this. So the pill, again, you're right. Like, there are people gonna, but now you can't throw that out there where they go, oh, you're paying for it. No. It's over the counter. Therefore, the person, how much is it? I think that's the question. Are you going to be able to afford it at the price that, right? Is it inexpensive? What? It used to be prescribed. I honestly thought it was, but I'm not a woman and I don't understand that. I never had that problem. But you kind of go, are we ready for this? A lot of people are not ready. Prices are high. You're not ready for a kid. And then they go, planned pregnancy. But I go, no, that's the other. But planned is when you, like a husband and wife, they say, are you ready for that? Yes. And then they want to have a kid, but then, they go to the, what? People check, I say check your, Too much information. Never mind. Okay, we're out of time. You get a great day, whatever you do. Just remember, over the counter, you might as well. All right, bye, everyone.